Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, released in September 1999, is a sequel to Resident Evil 2. The first half of the game occurs 24 hours prior to Resident Evil 2, and the second half takes place 2 days after. The storyline expands upon the settings and events of the T-virus outbreak in Raccoon City, and concludes with the fate of the city and its infected population. The player takes control of a former STARS member, Jill Valentine, in her attempt to escape a ruined zombie-infested Raccoon City. Umbrella believes that STARS members know about their operations in the Arklay Mountains, and will reveal Umbrella to the world. The US government planned a cover-up, and the US military, after hearing of unsuccessful efforts to avert the T-virus infestation, ordered the destruction of Raccoon City by a nuclear missile. The city's destruction by the missile is shown, and depending on the player's actions, Barry Burton is the pilot who saves Jill and Carlos. Then a news report is heard about Raccoon City's destruction, and how people involved will hear about the disaster.
We're out of here.
Oh no!
It's here. It's time to go.
That's it. I've had it. This time, no.
As the title suggests, a new addition to the game is Nemesis, an experimental type of tyrant programmed by Umbrella to hunt down and kill all the STARS members. He can run, use a rocket launcher as a weapon, and will pursue the player from one area to the next. Nemesis is encountered throughout the game as a recurring boss. This time, the player cannot choose between two playable characters from the beginning. Instead, Jill is the only playable character, with another character named Carlos being controllable for a short amount of time in the main game. Resident Evil 3 incorporates a dodge move that allows the player to quickly avoid enemy attacks. Stair climbing is also streamlined, whereas in previous Resident Evil titles, characters were required to press the action button to ascend or descend a staircase. Resident Evil 3 allows the player to use a staircase by walking directly onto it. The quick 180-degree turn was introduced in this game, and will become a mainstay in the continuation of the series. The game also features an ammunition creation system, in which new ammunition can be created from different varieties of gunpowder and use of a cartridge reloading tool, or by combining gunpowder directly with standard grenade rounds to generate different types of rounds for the grenade launcher. At certain points in the game, the player will enter the live selection mode, in which they are prompted to choose between one of the two possible actions. The choice of actions affects the direction of the game and story, including which ending the player receives. The Mercenaries. There is an unlockable minigame titled The Mercenaries Operation Mad Jackal. The player can choose from Carlos, Mikhail, or Nikolai, the three members that appear in the main game. Each character possesses a different inventory, causing drastically differences in strategies for survival with each character. The objective of the game is to obstinately run from the cable car to the warehouse office within a limited amount of time. However, the starting time limit given is insufficient to actually perform this task directly, and the player must continuously receive time bonuses by performing certain actions in order to complete the mission. Eliminating enemies yields a time bonus, with increased bonuses for multiple kills in a short time span. There are also 6 hostages to be saved, with each hostage saved rewarding the player with an additional ammunition or healing items, as well as a time bonus. Additionally, 6 hidden areas of the map reward the player with an increase in time bonus for each 1 Found. Resident Evil Survivor. First released on PlayStation in January of 2000, it's a light gun shooter video game. As the first release of the Gun Survivor series, this game was a major departure from the main Resident Evil series, substituting the third-person perspective of the previous games to the first-person view. The player controls an amnesiac character struggling to stay alive and uncover his identity. Survivor's gameplay is a combination of first-person shooter and arcade-style light gun game. The player views the environment from the perspective of the character and moves the character through the environment with the controller. At the same time, if the player wishes to attack an enemy or destroy an object, they press a button which allows them to control a crosshair on the screen. This crosshair can be moved to any location within the main character's line of sight. The US government approved an air-to-surface missile strike on Raccoon City, annihilating the doomed town and its entire population in the process. Not long after this incident, a helicopter crashes on the outskirts of the Umbrella Corporation's private township, located on Sheena Island. The pilot escapes the burning wreckage, only to find himself fighting a battle against the living dead, with no memory of his identity or his reasons for being there. He eventually learns that he is Ark Thompson, that he was sent to Sheena Island by Leon S. Kennedy. But upon his realization, the FAT suddenly activates a self-destruct system.